Hey guys, welcome back to Tim's Garage, and this time I've got a couple products to review. My friends over at ASMAX sent me a couple of items to try out and show you guys and see if they are motorcycle and Tim's Garage worthy. So first what I have is their cool new F1 communication single pack system. So as you guys know, I currently am using a Cardo, but this is their version of the Cardo. So we're gonna install this and give this a try. And then they also sent me over their Smart Air Pump T10, which is their newest version of their air pump. This is pretty sweet. It's a lightweight single air pump. I had another one of these similar like this that I picked up on Amazon. Super handy for motorcycle rides. Also just to keep in the car, and it will inflate, well, most tires fully. I know it'll definitely inflate motorcycle tires, and we'll also do some work on the cars as well. So let's unbox these and have a look at what we got. So here's what they give you in the kit. You got the pump itself, you got the hose, you've got some different attachments. You got one for like blowing up, well, a ball, split the needle. You've got the adapter here for a different size valve. You got one here for that's like blowing up balloon animals and whatnot. You got this interesting clamp thing. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but the hose actually can screw onto this clamp, and I think this is to hold it on or into any sort of other type of nozzle, and it'll clamp it down and hold it in place. So that's kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. You got a USB-C cable, which is always good to have. Got a million of those. And then of course, the pump and the travel bag. So let's turn this thing on. Let's see what we got. All right, so right now you can see it is in car mode at 36. You can bump up the pressure. My Tesla runs at like a 40, so you can do that. Let's see if we move over. Oh, that's cool. That's actually a flashlight. So you got different mode flashlight there. That's pretty sweet. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this changes it. So now it's on motorcycle. Usually my motorcycles are around like a 37, 38. And then you got bicycle and then ball. Okay, cool. And then human. This is human mode. Okay, so we got car, motorcycle, bicycle, ball, and then person mode, whatever that is. So it looks like it's set in PSI. I'm assuming you can change that as well. On the top, you got the light. You have, let's see, this must be the charging port. Well, if I could open it, try right hand. There we go. Good old right hand. Oh, okay, so that's actually a USB. Oh, okay, cool. So not only is it a pump, but it looks like you might be able to charge a device from this too. So this might be a charging brick. That's actually pretty handy, and that must be to charge it. So that's to go out, that's to go in. So keeping this cable, which is the standard USB-A to a USB-C, comes in handy because that looks like that's to charge out and that's to charge in. Pretty cool. And then the connection on this is actually a little different than I've seen on some other air pumps. So this goes in here, and then you twist it, it snaps. So let's see what happens. That sounds like a motorcycle starting up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's connect it up to the bike and see how it works. All right, she just finished. I spared you guys the entire pump fill, but it took about a minute to get there. Not terrible. Get that off of the bike. It's not the quietest little motor. It is pretty loud, but it does seem pretty powerful. It did that a lot faster than the cheaper Amazon one that I have. You can also see here the battery's at yellow, which means I need to get some charge on this thing, but it did work pretty well. I did just change it to car mode and then lowered the PSI, but you can obviously have some presets. Oh, look, it just changed to red after pumping up that one tire. But I haven't fully charged this thing yet. I literally just took it out of the box and started using it. But hey, this pump seems pretty cool. So I'm gonna give the pump a thumbs up. Let's go try out the comm system. Okay, let's take a look at the kit and what they gave us in the comm system. I gotta say, as far as a design goes, this is a cool, really cool looking unit. Now, looks like you have a click button there, click button there. That's a click button. Okay, so all 4 of these are different click buttons. That might have 1, 2. That's just 1. So it'll be interesting to see how this feels inside of the glove. My Cardo has a scrolly wheel and very nice protruding knobs that you can use to click, but that's ultimately the test, is how does this feel within the glove. The unit is very small, very clean. It seems to be a very similar setup to Cardo, where you have the unit itself and then you have the base for it, which mounts to the helmet, and it looks like this just magnets in. Yep, just like a Cardo. It's almost like they took the idea from Cardo, but very cool nonetheless. So that's what the unit and the base look like together. Then the wires obviously go into the helmet, and then here is the sticky to mount to the helmet. It actually almost looks just like the Cardo one too, very similar. This slides on in place here, and then that sticks to the helmet. They also have a metal clamp, so you choose to use that instead of the sticky. So this could go around the helmet, around the outside of the helmet, hopefully without scratching. Then they give you a set of speakers. They give you the single mic. They give you the boom mic, which I usually never use these because I don't wear that kind of helmet. And then they give you some stickers, but that's to mount this. And then they give you, of course, a USB-C A to C charger, which you could actually stick into this, into there, and charge your unit from your cool new air pump. So got a lot of pieces, but again, should be a pretty simple setup. I'm gonna stick this into one of my helmets, and I will show you guys the kind of the throw together install with that, and then more importantly, what it sounds like and how easy it is to operate when you're on the road. So let's get this thing put into a helmet. All right, I got my helmet, and I'm going to get this unit now installed in here. The first thing we got to do is get the speakers put in, and so we got to flip the helmet over, take a look inside, and remove out some of this padding, decide exactly where we're going to want to mount it. Again, we'll put the unit on the side right here with the sticky mount that they have there. We're going to put that on the side here. So I'm going to have to figure out how to pop out the various, oh, that actually came out really easy, the various pieces of plastic, and then stick in probably the speakers right in this pocket. If you guys can see down in there, there's that nice pocket right there, and we'll stick the speakers in there and then stuff the wires in, and then mount the microphone probably coming off the side here, again, the left side of the helmet. Put the microphone right here near the mouth, and then get the unit stuck on the side. So let's get the wires all bunched up and inside of the helmet. All right, just to quickly show you guys, I've got, it's hard to see, but down in there, I've got the speaker, and it's kind of tucked, it's right, it's really hard to see on the camera with getting light in there, but the speaker's right here, and it's kind of tucked behind this plastic a little bit. Same thing on this side. It's right down in there, and my finger's touching it. And it's a little tucked behind this plastic, and I ran one wire all the way across, and then I went ahead and plugged in the base for the unit so I could try to get some of these wires tucked in. And then I ran the microphone, and you can see the microphone is right here. And so we've got the mic, and I just need to tighten up the slack on the mic, but the mic is mounted there, comes into the split wire, and then we'll end up sticking the unit on the side here. So just got to get the wires all kind of tucked up and nice, and we'll put this back together, and then we'll mount the side. All right, wires tucked in, speakers mounted, microphone mounted, and base plate mounted. So basically you got to just tuck these wires in so they're tight, and this is going to vary from helmet to helmet, and this one I can't seem to get that one tight, but I'm going to work on that a little bit, and then now we can attach the unit, and that's what it looks like. So now let's get it fired up and try some sound. So the sound is actually pretty good. Seems decent. easy to control. Let's see, so you do, no, pause, play, volume. All right, I kind of like this. I'm excited to see this thing on the road. Not bad, it's sleek. It works on this helmet pretty well. Next thing to do is just kind of take it on the road and try it out. But so far, I'd say this is a pretty easy install and seems like a pretty decent unit.